that I predicted this whole thing. The whole LeBron James saga, I predicted it all. All right. Do y'all remember I did a video? If you don't recall, go back. I did a video saying that I exposed LeBron James' whole game plan. Remember, I told you LeBron James is very strategic with everything that he does. Everything is planned. When he get fouled, he planned on, the plan on like how he's going to react. He plans how he's going to look once he wins. He plans everything. Everything about this man is fake and orchestrated. I tried to explain that. Now it's all unraveling. I told you he did a podcast with JJ Redick because he wanted the public to see JJ Redick knowledge of the game, because he already intended for JJ Redick to basically become a coach for the Lakers. I told you guys that this dude set up and stated a point about Bronny James, saying that he was better than some of the players in the NBA because he was already going to plan to get him in the NBA by telling people that he would go to their team if they draft Bronny. So there's a lot of situations that occurred that was showing you that he was planning the whole thing. And the fact that the NBA allowed that is a disgrace within itself. This man got a kid drafted, which is his son, that only scored 4 points, 2 rebounds. 4.2 rebounds? That get you in the NBA? That would never get not another person in the NBA. I'm tired of the favoritism. Now it's a young man that would have got drafted if they would have done right. If they would have done right by the people, it would have been a different young man that was more deserving that would have got drafted. Now this dude may have to try to figure out where he's going overseas. And I'm not okay with that. LeBron James, as I try to tell people, he is the fakest dude that I've ever seen. I don't know him, but I can tell you one thing, that this dude planned and strategized it. And I told y'all, I didn't have to do video after video. I slow rolled it out for everybody. And now everything that I said about LeBron James is already been is already laid out now. Basically, I told you. Step one, he did the pot. Step one, he made the statement about Bronny James, saying that he's better than everybody, right? Some of the players that's in the NBA. He set that standard, put eyes on Bronny. Bronny underperformed. But then the next thing he did, what? He got Darvin Ham fired for a reason. He did a podcast with JJ Redick. After he did the podcast with JJ Redick, now all of a sudden JJ Redick is going up for the coach of the Lakers. Now JJ Redick just basically made a BS statement talking about LeBron James had no influence behind the scenes on him being hired, which was a lie. Anybody that knows that was a lie. So not only has LeBron James orchestrated and got all of these things done that he planned on getting done, the dude is lying about it. He lied. He basically lying and saying, he said, who's the GOAT? Jordan is the GOAT. Jordan is my GOAT. And I ain't even like Jordan growing up. He's for sure the GOAT. But LeBron James is the most strategizing, strategic person that I've seen ever in my life. He planned on leaving Cleveland, went to Miami, which is when I actually stopped liking him, went to Miami. Then when he went to Miami, got his rings. Then he went back to Cleveland. His whole thing was to basically, you know, get the championships and then be out. Then go to the Lakers to try to break the record, right? Everything about this dude was planned. And I hope everybody sees it. Anybody that knows basketball know Bronny didn't deserve to be on not one roster in the NBA. He ain't earned it. And I guarantee you that this man end up blaming everybody but Bronny. I'd be shocked if Bronny go down to the G League. I will be shocked. I would literally be shocked because LeBron James got this dude this far. I don't care if he went the 55th. This dude literally don't deserve to be in the NBA. He hasn't earned it. It's another young man that got slighted that would never get a chance to get his mama out the hood. All because of LeBron James is basically putting his hands on, on everything. He orchestrated this whole thing. So now we got to figure out, what deal did LeBron James make? What deal did he make? Because him getting this type of favor doesn't come without a cost. What deal did this dude make? It don't make a lick of sense. That's why I stopped watching the NBA like that. I don't watch the NBA like that because I'm tired of everything being, being orchestrated, being organized, right? Basketball, the way I play it, when I go to the gym, I don't know who's going to be on my team. I don't know that. I don't know who's going to win. All I know is that I'm going to play hard. These dudes know everything. The fact that I'm able to predict everything that actually happened should show y'all that you should never watch the NBA like that. Don't take it serious. I don't get mad that the Warriors lose anymore. The only person that I'm rooting for like that is Dame. Everybody else, I don't care about. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I don't care about them as people, but I don't care enough to get upset about the game anymore. But I do know that what we're witnessing right now is disgraceful. And then people always say, well, LeBron James did what every other white person does, which is he got his son the job at the. Okay. Now let me ask you this question. Do Bronny James not already have generational wealth? Okay. Is that kid now going to get an opportunity to get to the NBA? Do you think they're going to put that kid that basically got slighted? Do you think they're going to put him on an NBA roster? I don't think so. I think that young man's life, it relies of him going overseas. Now he has to go overseas to try to make some real money. All because these dudes want to sit there and put a hand on everything. Shaq didn't do it with Sharif. Jordan didn't do it with his son. A lot of other players didn't do it with their kids. Why LeBron James is the only one that orchestrating everything that he does? Why? And then people talk about he's for the people. And this dude, bro, come out a straight comic book. And anybody that listen, to this dude, and see anything other than a fake dude is tripping. I don't care if y'all think he the GOAT in his super soft era. Everything that this man do, if Jordan was in his era, Jordan would have literally killed this league. Jordan would be averaging about 45 a game. How do I know that? Because he was averaging about 30. He ended up averaging 1 year about 35 in an era to where they pulled this man out of the air. They had a Jordan rule. He touched any part of that line, he getting cracked. They had a Jordan rule that basically you can hand check. You can do all these things to Jordan. But now they made it an offensive lead and then making it seem like LeBron James is doing something great. He's running everybody over. That's number one. And they call it on the person. This dude traveled damn near every other play. Now, these are all the favorable treatments that LeBron James have gotten. This era is super soft. So it ain't nothing to score. I guarantee you going to have other people that score 40,000 points. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the way that they made it, they took away the defensive, the defensive style to where you can play a person and end up doing well, right? Hand checking. Back then, you do hand checking. It's way easier to keep up with a man and stay in front of him. as opposed to, playing a man straight up the way that they do now. Right now, it's easy. It's easy. So when they score, he says, let me see. He says LeBron might have more points of all time, but Bron played 24 years. Jordan has 30,000, and MJ played 13 years, but Bron only has 10,000 more. That's sad. And not just that, man. Here's the thing. It's not impressive because it's now a offensive lead. They have made it to where all the teams that play on offense, they are now playing for I agree, right? Right. I agree with your statement wholeheartedly. But the thing that I'm saying is what Jordan did is very impressive with the fact that he did about 13, maybe 13 to 15 years, because I think Washington, but he took a couple years off, right? Jordan is more impressive because he had to do it in a harder era. LeBron James scoring 40,000 points when they made it an offensive league. It's not impressive to me because all he doing is getting to the hole, bullying everybody. Well, I ain't gonna even say bullying them, running them over and getting a layup, right? You touch that man, it's a foul. If you touch LeBron, it was a foul. All of the travels that this man had, if they would have called the travels that LeBron James did, then basically that man would have had probably like 5,000 points less. But they don't call nothing for him. But I told y'all, I literally laid out the blueprint. And also, man, if y'all like the content, man, definitely hit the subscribe button. People think that when you say something that's true about LeBron James or whoever it is that they like, they call it hating. I didn't call it hating. I don't call it hating. I call it the truth. When you really look at it, look at what this dude did. Look at it. Remember, this dude act like he got hurt. His whole thing is he wanted to get Draymond Green suspended so they can try to win a game. And then he did. Oh, I don't know what should happen. Remember they got swept? He came out with a cast because he knew that was going to be the narrative. LeBron James is very strategic with what he does. And now it makes me not even want to watch the NBA. I don't even think I want to watch the NBA. Because that is the sad reality of the whole thing. I predicted it. I said everything that was going to happen. Look at it. I said LeBron James. I exposed LeBron James' entire plan. I laid it out before it actually happened, and people and people didn't want to give me my credit when I said it. But now look, everything that I said, Bronny James is now a Lakers. That man told you he wanted to play with his son. And guess what? They made it happen. They made sure that it happened. Everything that this man wanted, he got it. And that's the sad reality of it all. The fact that this man said that he wanted to play with his son, that was always a dream of his. Them dudes made sure that it became a reality. And that's sad, bro. Because this man has gotten everything that he wanted. All the foul calls, everything. He got exactly what he wanted. And now Bronny has taken somebody else's place for the NBA, and he didn't even deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, "Oh, I think that it's a good thing," I think that it's a good thing. The fact that hold on, right? I think that it's a good thing that LeBron James, is getting his son into the NBA. You think that it's a good thing? So it's okay at the fact that this man has literally messed somebody else's life up. That's okay. And so I think I'm just not gonna even watch the NBA no more like that. I might watch some games for the sake of reporting things. I'm gonna look at some of the highlights or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But far as me just going out my way, I ain't doing it because, like I told y'all, I shouldn't have been able to predict the move. I shouldn't have been able to tell y'all that LeBron James did a podcast with JJ Redick because he wanted JJ Redick to be a coach. I shouldn't tell y'all that Darvin Ham got fired because he wanted to get JJ Redick into there. I shouldn't have to tell y'all that basically he's putting a hand, putting it out there that he wanted to play with Bronny because his whole thing was to get Bronny in the NBA. He didn't want Bronny to earn it. The lesson that Bronny James learned in life is that, son, you can cheat your way in life. Long as you know a person that can get you there, it's okay to cheat the process because you didn't earn a spot on this team. You know that you didn't earn that spot. So therefore, I'm going to get you in, and then you can say that you went to the NBA. Unlike you know, unlike Kobe, I mean not Kobe, but Shaq, unlike Jordan, unlike all the other greats that didn't get their son in the league, LeBron James want to make sure that he pulls some strings to make sure that it happens. Although this dude got all the wealth in the world, so it wouldn't hurt nobody for Bronny not to make it to the NBA, but it would hurt that person that Bronny position that took who Bronny took position or took their place in a draft spot. He hurt that man. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I tried to tell y'all. I slow rolled it out. For those who actually listened and paid attention, then you guys pretty much know that I said everything that transpired. And now look at it. That is bogus at minimum. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody and their mama knew. Everybody and their mama knew that this man did not deserve to be in the NBA. He should have went back to USC and tried to play, for them again, and and did better because what he did was he actually hurt that team, right? He said, "I wish I got to see Mike play." I think, man, that would have been dope. He said his son got drafted to the Lakers. I know, 55th pick. You draft that man 55th pick. He should have been the 200. Now, if they had 200 picks, then I'm okay. All right, draft Bronny number 250th, right? That's okay. But 55th best in the world in the draft, he didn't deserve that. And for anybody that say, "Oh, he just hating on the kid." First of all, I'm not hating. I don't know this young man, but I do know talent. And his talent wasn't up to par. And that's the one thing that I do know. You feel what I'm saying? But man, thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button, if you don't mind. If not, thank you for tuning in anyway. But that's all I got for now. I'm a little disturbed by this one because I'm worried about that young man that we may never know that could have been that could have achieved his dream, but now is derailed because of people like LeBron James basically ruining other people's life. And what I call this is the butterfly effect. You know how in a butterfly effect, how he kept trying to change and control everything, and then he end up he tried to change and control everything, right? And every time he changed and controlled something, other bad things happened, right? To where it affected and ruined his life. That's what's gonna happen. The fact that LeBron James have tried to control and orchestrate, right? That that all of these things that's transpiring with Bronny James and you ruining somebody else's life, I think it's going to be a butterfly effect in that regard. It's going to be something that, that derails what he did, because the thing is, the higher ups don't like ugly, man. And that situation, they should have let him earn it. That man had he had 3 more years, 3 more opportunities to try to earn himself, earn his way into the NBA. He had 3 more opportunities to earn himself in the NBA. But nah, that ain't what he did. And that's sad. And that's a bad thing. Anybody that's saying, oh, well, yes, he deserves, everybody else put their sons on. Now, if it's a company, I get it. If it's a company, I understand, right? In nepotism in that regards, right? But even if in a company, right, I might teach my son or my daughter to be a business person, to run and operate my company or whatever, right? That's cool. But if I go in somebody else's world, and my child is not working as hard as I was, I'm not going to put my neck out for them like that. I'm going to make them earn it. And once they earn it, then I'm going to give a nod. He ain't earned it. He got the nod, but he didn't earn it. So I'm not saying what LeBron James did is completely wrong. What I'm saying is LeBron James forced that young man to basically come into the draft early, and he didn't deserve it. Because you know what he said probably? Hey, you know what, Bronny? I'm going to get you into the league. Just enter the draft. I know you didn't deserve it. Just put your name in, and I'm going to do the rest. Just go, just try to shoot well. Just try to do all this other stuff. Although, nobody in the NBA nobody in the college region will ever get to the NBA scoring only 4 points, right? Underperforming. Nobody else would do it. But guess who? Guess what? LeBron James told Bronny to do that, got him out of the college level, and basically worked his magic. So the fact that that man is on a roster is a disgrace to the NBA, and I think it's going to turn a lot of people off. So anybody that likes the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of them are going to stop being fans of the Lakers because they don't like the shit show that they got going over there at the Los Angeles Lakers, ever since the owner died. You know what I'm saying? Since that lady took over, it's just been crazy from that point. So, but yeah, man, I gotta go. I might be coming back on, but the thing that I may be doing is Devin Haney or something like that. I might be doing boxing. But man, I appreciate all y'all for tuning in, man. Hit the